He is one of the most polarizing people in the history of Los Angeles. Rodney King's fame, or infamy, started with an all-too-common police chase. But the events that unfolded that night divided a city and greatly altered the course of his life. In a rare interview, King opened up to me about the lessons learned from that night and why people shouldn't write him off.
People, I just want to say, you know, can we all get along?
We definitely get along. And that's what I've always said in the beginning.
In the beginning, it was a simple plea to a situation that was anything but simple. March 1991, a 25-year-old Rodney King is seen on grainy amateur video being repeatedly beaten, kicked, and clubbed by Los Angeles Police Department officers. The footage quickly seared a guilty verdict in the public's mind of police brutality and racism.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Lawrence M. Powell, not guilty of the crime of assault.
So, when a mostly white jury acquitted the officers a year later, it sparked outrage and deadly riots around the nation.
David, we're going to go back to you now over South Central. David Jackson.
That violent confrontation with the LAPD. How's your life now, 18 years later?
Oh, my life is finally at a resting point. Everything has soaked in, and I understand, you know, why things happen to me like they did. I understand them a little bit clearer now.
So what do you mean, how things happen?
I knew it was wrong to run from them, but once I stopped the car, everything was on them, and history, you know, began to arrive out of that night.
History included the appointment of the first African-American chief of the LAPD, Willie Williams, and reforming the racial landscape of police officers in Los Angeles, all of which came out of the historic Christopher Commission, named for the man who would later become the U.S. Secretary of State. Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I go to meetings.
These days, it's one step at a time for King, battling alcohol addiction, a disease that runs in the family. King began drinking when he was 8, when his grandmother distilled her own whiskey and made her own wine. He grew up watching his father drown himself with liquor.
My father passed, he made it to the age of 40.
So he's younger than you are now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he passed away from alcohol. Time moves so fast, and so it's scary for me to have look back at it now and see all the events that has happened in my life. And I'm still alive.
Alive and sober with 3 daughters, King missed out on most of their childhoods. 2 are now adults.
I see them more that I'm sober now, and they've told me, you know, hey, we love you no matter what. You know, if you fall short or, you know, you get sick, don't be so embarrassed to give us a call or come and pick us up like you used to do, you know. And I've been lucky for as children.
Does that help with you trying to stay clean this time?
Oh yeah, it helps a lot. I'm older now, so I know I've got to do something to. I've got my grandpa now, so you know, it means a lot to me to have the kids supporting me and in my sobriety and all. And family is the best thing that you can have behind you when you're going through such a you know, painful addiction.
Today, King also thinks about the impact he can have on others, especially children.
Were you drunk? I hadn't been drinking, and I was feeling the buzz.
He says that's why he's chosen to fight his addiction openly on a reality rehab program called Sober House.
That's where I stopped at, right around. Stopped right here.
Thank goodness this guy here, from his balcony, he was able to pick it up.
Forgive all those guys?
Yeah, I do. I wrote a little letter. This letter is to thank God for another day of life and to let some things that's been bothering me go so I can go on with my life. I need to forgive the officers who beat me the way that they did, because being angry with them is not helping me, which is not.
But you have been in rehab over the years, right?
Yeah.
So what makes it different now?
You get tired of seeing yourself over and over again in the same situation. So many people knowing who I am and what happened to me, it would be a real mistake on my part if I didn't find my spot in history before I leave this earth.
I think we can be honest about this. Over the years, you have not been greeted with open arms. A lot of people say, why are you bothering with Rodney King? He's been in and out of trouble all his life. He's not going to change. Yeah. What do you say to your critics?
Well, I say that, everybody's, we're all human, and we're going to make mistakes. Sometimes it takes time, for some of us, and don't give up on anyone.
And he's not giving up, but instead learning to get along with his own demons.
Rodney King is going on 9 months of sobriety. As to why he ran from police that night, King says it was because he had a new job lined up and didn't want to lose it because of a DUI arrest. If he had to do it over again, he says he would have just pulled over. Now, you can see more of my interview with Rodney King on KCAL9.com. Just click on Seen on TV.